How's it going, everybody? I literally can't believe it. Just a few days ago, I dropped a Nova Online video and I thought, okay, we won't be hearing from Nova Online for at least a week or so. He normally takes some time in between videos. But no, I don't know what he's up to, guys. He literally will not stop. This is like the peak of Nova's Lolcow career. Or at least this is another... Nova is like a bad stock market, high ups and really low downs, and then when it gets low, it gets really low, and it stays there, and it's not going to move. It's bear season 24/7. We're just waiting for it to get bullish. But what he is going to do, and I know this is going to confuse a lot of you, sick and many more, and trust me, I feel all of those emotions plus some. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. But Nova Online is going to start an OF career. He is going to become a model that none of us ever expected. And you guys got to be thinking, why would Nova do that? I mean, we all know he's a lolcow and he makes terrible decisions. I mean, Nova Online is the lolcow who made a podcast about other lolcows. That's how much of a hypocrite he is. But you would think he'd have enough common sense not to bury his reputation anymore by starting this OF account. But that's not Nova. Not Nova at all. He is going to take this down even further. You thought it couldn't get worse? Well, watch the video today. You thought it couldn't get any worse? Well, it did. Nova, for some reason, is about to take it there because after losing his TikTok monetization, he's like, look, I've got no other option. No one will hire me around my town, and I can't get a job on the internet anymore. I didn't put any effort into any other social platform, so now I think I might be screwed. I'm just like tophiachu. Ugh, how I wish I could be with tophiachu right now. We could be homeless and taking trucker showers. Get those thoughts out of your head, Nova, because you might be homeless soon. So now, just to go at the trolls, he's going to start this OF account. Think about that, guys. He doesn't think he can make much money off of it in general, off of just himself. He believes he's going to make a huge amount of money from trolls saying, okay, let's see Nova's OF for once, like just one time, pay for it for 1 month. And that's just not going to happen, as ridiculous as that is. So let's hear more about what Nova has to say about this, guys.
Also, about that OnlyFans thing you gave me the idea, I'm actually seriously considering it. I'm at my last resort. TikTok removed me from the creator fund. I have no income coming in unless someone buys a paracord or a cameo. I'm quite literally f***ed. I applied at a fast food place. Not even they wanted me. No wonder I couldn't find them. They're with my mom. And these are my scissors. Fuck me sideways.
If you insist.
Metaphorically, Connor.
One day I'm gonna bench press you, bro.
266. Schneider, fuck off.
Defense, a good portion of my weight is some muscle.
Oh, thanks. Now I'm even more insecure about my weight.
So let's discuss what is exactly going to happen when Nova starts this OF. Right now, it seems like a brilliant idea because what is Nova, guys? A very panicky person. That is the exact reason he can't keep a job. The main thing he's struggling with right now, he can't get a job because of this personality trait of his. He absolutely panics whenever something slightly bad happens. Him and his mom get into an argument. Oh, well, he's turned it into a full-blown argument and he's about to run away to his aunt's house. And what would he do when he's at his aunt's house? Well, probably do the exact same thing and run all the way to his mom's house. And if he's not arguing with somebody, he's literally sitting in his room thinking, oh my gosh, I should really clean this room. My life is such a mess. What should I do about this? Why am I like this? Instead of standing up and going over and cleaning the room. So now that Nova has lost his monetization, and here's the thing, guys, I think it's something like tophiachu mentioned earlier in the past videos I've made about her, where you have to do a certain amount of TikTok lives or just produce a certain amount of content to stay in the partner program. And I believe Nova probably just slipped up and didn't produce enough content and got put out of it, because I really can't think of anything that I've seen in Nova's actual TikTok videos that would like get him in trouble. Like, I haven't seen it. Maybe there was something he posted and deleted real quick that I just never noticed, but in general, he probably shouldn't have that happen to him. So he can reapply on the 10th. But no. Nova is in a full panic. He is going to start an OF now, and the only thing that's going to come out of that is ruining his reputation even more than it already is. Think about it. When you Google Nova, like whatever you Google about him, like whatever you know about Nova, if you guys understand me, one of the first 10, 15, 20 things that pop up is all forums about him and all kinds of videos made about him. That's the first thing every employer is going to see, and if they understand the internet at all, they might not risk it. They might not just take the chance in general. So if that happens already, right, and say someone's like very forgiving, like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy a shot, but then they scroll further and see that you have an OF account and your stuff is just all over the place, because Nova thinks that like a bunch of trolls are going to go in and pay for it once, right? Well, no, that's not what's going to happen. Everyone, like with common sense, understands what's about to happen. Nova's going to do it, and there's going to be one weird guy who pays for it, and then it's game. Everyone's going to know about it, and Nova's like grand idea is absolutely ruined.
Okay, so to reach a healthy weight, I think you need to be eating 1,600 calories a day. Hey man, I'll help you on the lookout for some jobs, okay? We're gonna fix your lives.
I got in trouble at Walmart for saying that. For saying no. Literally, Walmart treats its employees like shit. I regret ever working there.
Yeah, I used to work there too, but actually they treated me pretty good. I can't relate.
Wow, they treated me like they treated me like a garboter.
IDK, Nova, are you a boy or the girl? Cat wants to know.
I'm bi-gender. I thought everyone knew that. I'm just glad the trolls haven't found my secret hidden YouTube channel.
Okay, dog, just announced it like it's the One Piece.
No, seriously, my old YouTube channel is so hidden they probably wouldn't even find it.
Called me earlier. He found my number.
Oh yeah, Neil signed me up for a farmer's dating website.
So for you guys in the comments section who are always asking, what is Nova? Like, I don't know if Nova's a boy or a girl, like it even matters. Well, now you know. You're all right. Whatever your assumption was, just every single one of you are right. Thanks for that, Nova. I mean, I honestly don't think a lot of people did, because it's such a common question, and like it gets thrown at me so much, sometimes it even confuses me. I'll be like starting to second guess myself and stuff like, well, maybe. I'm pretty sure 99% chance I know that Nova is a boy. But now I know even I was wrong. We was probably all a little bit wrong. And when it comes to Nova going to the gym anymore, I don't know why this is even a goal of his at the moment. Think about how out of order Nova's life is. And I understand, like, working out, that's a good way to get your mental health back in check. And it's an excellent way to build discipline. But I don't even know how it's on the top of his list when there's so many other things that Nova needs to do. Like cleaning the room, getting a job, like figuring his stuff out on TikTok so he can actually get some money. Like, there's so many other problems. Nova doesn't even have an easy way to go to the gym anymore. Like, his mom and him are always fighting, and Nova now is in a $900 deficit. I was a little bit wrong last video saying it was like $1,000, but I was pretty close. It was $900 Nova owes to his mom, and as many of you guys have pointed out already, that is a decent amount of money to be spending on bills. And I heard it's just for Nova's mom's credit card, so it's even worse than that. It's literally just expenses Nova's mom has built up. Now, it's very possible Nova uses the credit card as well, but still yet, you'd think Nova would be like, okay, maybe I can get a cheap apartment with a friend or something like that to avoid all of this drama. But no, not Nova. He is not going to put any effort into his life. Like, when we joked before that him and tophiachu was a true match, I think we might have been right, because Nova is literally putting zero effort into anything. And if I was correct of why he got, like, kicked out of the program on TikTok earlier, it just goes to show it's even worse. Or maybe, guys, he's going to the gym for a completely different reason, something I wasn't even thinking of, because maybe he's like, man, this Neil guy who signed me up for this farmers dating website, he's actually got a pretty good idea right here. I'm quite fond of Sproutlings already. I mean, me and these people might have something in common over here. He's got something cooking up and I might just go along with it. And it's like, who is this Neil guy that, like, apparently is already at the forefront of things with Nova, that Nova's bringing him up? Like, this isn't a good thing. I don't know what could come out of this, but Nova should definitely be watching himself from now on. I think Nova is one of, like, the least precautious Lolcows out there, and I think this really drives it all home.
I'm gonna turn 21 in 1.5 months.
Oh, that's badass, Nova. Can you buy me some Hennessy? You know?
I'll probably be more of a fan of Malibu. But my brother said if he ever caught me blackout drunk, he'd my ass.
Okay, well, it may, like, hide your depression, but I can cure it, baby girl. Just give me 5 minutes and some...
I am not Brandon Anderson!
Oh, guys, trust me, gift him so much. Give him all your money.
Please, I just lost my kind of job.
Okay, no, do not call TikTok a job, dude.
Well,
TikTok is a poison that's actively ruining your life, and we've talked about it multiple times.
well, to be honest, it was my only source of income. It wasn't an actual job.
Yeah, I know, right now it's a necessary evil for you because it's your only way of making money right now. But
Well, it was. That Sailor Moon outfit, I burned that shit.
You know, guys, I always thought Nova Online was going to be a straight edge for the rest of his life, kind of like Cyrax. It's a little surprising, but they never do anything. They take after their true hero, CM Punk. But here recently, I guess with all the stresses that have been building up, Nova is just full on considering it. He's ready to crack the top off the bottle. He's like, listen, if Gideon isn't going to let me be a decoy when I turn 21, I'm going to start cracking the bottle and turn into my true hero, King Cobra JFS. And there's many routes I believe Nova Online can go, because we all got to remember, Nova Online is only 20 years old. He has so much time to do things in his life. Will he end up like Daniel Larson? Potentially. Will he end up like King Cobra? Possibly. Could he be another Cyrax? Who knows? He's got a lot of hair on his head, but you know, time will tell. Time will tell. And same could be said about King Cobra JFS, but with how much he loves Harry Potter, I'm talking about Nova now, how much he loves Harry Potter, and if he finally decides to crack the bottle, I think it might be game over from there on out. And could you imagine Nova Online drinking? He's already completely irresponsible. He can barely handle anything as it is. Just imagine how much worse that is once he actually starts getting hangovers. And Nova Online is the kind of person I think who would just lie in bed all day, and then pretty soon we'd start getting the cross-armed live streams while he's looking real mad in the camera, just yelling about me, Smokey, Kiwi, and Lemur, just all day, until a tip finally got him that Malibu he's been waiting for all day, and that's when the live streams truly kick off.
Give me me a freaking minute! She always uses the fucking scissors to bang on the metal. It annoys the out of me. I can't help it. The last few days of my life have been shit. Take my anger out on everyone. Yeah. My uncle's 64. And he's your average old grumpy person. Yeah, he's a MAGA Republican. The worst kind of Republican. Any kind of Republican's bad. I also literally had to hide from him. I'm part of the LGBT community.
You know, if there was a theme to this video, I don't know if there's a theme to a lot of my other videos, but if there's a certain theme to this one, it's Nova Online is a terrible decision maker. He shows that again and again in just about every clip I've watched and showed to you guys. Just terrible decision making. What do we know about Nova right now besides all of the obvious? It's that Nova Online owes his mom $900. He's worried he might get kicked out because he owes his mom $900. Now, if you're in a situation where someone has like complete control over your life, right? What is the last thing you want to do? Just yell at them, just be mean as possible to them because they're asking you to do household chores. And out of all the things your mom should be asking you to do, Nova, it's probably take out the garbage. We see what that house looks like. If she needs you to take out some garbage, you know guys, it's damn serious up in that place. Like, go and take that garbage out, Nova. And while you're at it, what do we always tell you to do on live stream? It'd be the most productive thing you could. Just clean your room. Start doing that instead of playing ranked WWE matches. And is Diamond ranked any good, guys? I'm not going to play a WWE game. They're just not for me anymore. I respect people who do, but just not for me. But, I mean, if Nova's a Diamond rank, that means he's really grinding it out. We know how much he played Quidditch, and from what I remember, I don't even think he was that good at it. So instead of putting real time into anything, Nova is becoming a top tier WWE 2K25 player. At least this one actually works. And speaking of family, Nova, why are you bringing back up your uncle? Like, you shouldn't be mentioning him in live streams anymore. Like, the things that are getting revealed to him are destroying him. He's become so disappointed in you in the last couple of years. It's absolutely unbelievable. If this was my family member, I don't even know how I'd feel about myself. Probably really ashamed. Like, if you think about it, you know, this is the guy who tried to support you in your time of need, and you just constantly failed them over and over again. But you could avoid that simply by just not bringing them up on live stream, and then no one would really think about them, at all. But yet, Nova does it consistently. Why? Because he just wants to throw some digs at him. That's it. He's just mad at his family, so he just wants to make them feel bad. You know, that's basically what Nova's up to this live stream. And could you guys imagine how much more the disappointment is going to amplify if Nova actually goes through with this OnlyFans idea? This is one of the most ridiculous things he's probably ever thought of.
If you're out of the loop, TikTok removed me from the creator fund. And knowing commentary channels, they're going to be right on it within a few days and document it. At least a proper resolution ringed in. They gave me no specific reason. It was super vague. And I can't apply again until the 10th. Which, ironically, is when the Houston, Texas Hot Chicken opens in my area. Not gonna lie, I am deadass thinking about OnlyFans. As a last resort. I think a lot of trolls would buy it just to make fun of me. But yeah, I am that desperate. And not to mention my mod Connor gave me the idea. This is literally a last resort for me. I didn't want to do it. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever start one. I'm just considering it. Literally, I am kind of in shambles right now. Fuck Major Chilla, literally.
I want to know why you did this to me.
So yeah guys, apparently Nova Online seen my video a couple days ago. I'm not sure if you've seen the Gideon one as well, but I guess Nova Online has been keeping up. So here's a little bit of advice, Nova. Why are you doing all of this? You are absolutely panicking right now for no reason whatsoever. This is the biggest problem. I've mentioned it earlier in the stream that this is the biggest problem you face, is you just absolutely freak out when you have any bit of conflict in your life. Not even conflict, just small little hurdles that most people just easily climb over. You just make it such a big deal that you just can't handle anything else in the world. You gotta calm down. But then again, we're talking about Nova Online. That's just probably not going to happen. So here's what you should realistically do right now, Nova. Since I know you're listening to this, just get that shovel back out. Pull up a live stream and just start cleaning. Shovel everything in. Leave a couple onions to the side so you can just take bites when you get tired, and you'll be refreshed, ready to go, and you can get it done in probably a day. That's a pretty messy room. It might take 2 or 3, but you know, really get at it, Nova. Show yourself that you can do something, and maybe, just maybe, once you prove this to yourself, that you can actually clean your room, you can change your life a little bit, maybe you'll stop acting so strange on the internet. But no guys, that probably won't work out, because I'm going to tell you something that Nova Online has done here recently. You see, Nova likes to get on live stream and say, hey guys, the past is in the past. Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm not going to do stuff like that anymore. Matter of fact, you guys didn't even really catch me up. I was just in a precarious situation, and it just looks bad. Leave me alone. But then Nova goes on to do something like this, what I'm going to tell you guys about right now. You see, a couple of days ago, Nova Online got exposed again. What for? For doing stuff with diapers. He's on these chat rooms filled with people who are fond of things like that, similar things to Nova Online. And now I know that's incredibly creepy. I mean, I couldn't imagine the kind of people that would go to kind of sites like that and look for that stuff. Andy Ditch comes to mind, and that's not good company to keep. You watch the videos probably more than any Lolcow ever has. You know what Cyrex does. Quit pulling the Cyrex method, saying you changed on camera, saying you've done everything, you don't know why this is still happening. But then, as soon as it's all over, you start acting like your old self again. If you truly want to change, instead of doing like a terrible decision like starting OnlyFans, and I know guys, Nova Online has like a terrible reputation. It couldn't get much worse than it already is, but I think this will definitely start. It'll definitely start anew for him. So instead of making like terrible decisions, Nova, change for the better. Because luckily for you, you're only 20 years old. You're about to be 21. Not a lot of the other Lolcows have much of a chance as you do at the moment. And you've really done a number on yourself. But if you would just change, like right now, things would start looking a lot better for you. But do I think that's going to happen, guys? No. No. It's not happening. But I guess it's something to think on, even though we all know there's going to be more videos coming out. There's just no doubt about it. But for today, that's enough for me. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, comment, follow the socials down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.